Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Are y'all ready for part 2?
Let's get it on the poppin', baby. Hi, I have a dilemma / need advice. My ex-boyfriend is now depressed a few months after our breakup. His friends say he hasn't been the same. Would it be the right thing to do to help him, even though he made the breakup very messy and distressing for me? Breakups are hard, and I think a lot of us don't realize that because women are usually the emotional ones, sometimes we forget that breakups do actually affect guys as well. Men do have emotions, although they may not express it as much as women or as easily as women. They do have emotions. Everyone has emotions. If the breakup was very distressing for you, I don't think it's wise to go back there. You yourself need time to heal and to process. You're not going to be able to help someone else to heal while you yourself are broken. I think it's important that you take the time out for yourself to get over the breakup before you can actually reach out to help him. You might not be the right person to help him because you're actually part of the situation. He might be better off getting help from someone who's on the outside of the relationship and doesn't have any emotional involvement in the relationship that existed. Although you feel sad because obviously you did and you do probably still care about this person, I don't think it's your responsibility to help him to get better. You're hurting, he's hurting. You both need time to heal and to process what's happened, and over time it will get better and it will get easier. You don't want to fall into a trap where there might be some emotional manipulation going on. You might feel emotionally manipulated to contact him or to talk to him or to get back with him or to be there and be around him, when you could be using that time to move on with your life without him. For now, while it's still fresh and both of you are still trying to process this breakup, it's probably better that you don't have contact with each other and you both kind of try and move on and allow his friends to be there for him the same way that your friends can be there for you. If he needs more help, he can also reach out to other people, organizations. I feel like sometimes we use the word depressed too loosely because depression is actually a real thing, and sometimes we say that we're depressed when really we're just sad, but because we're very, very sad, we think that we're depressed, so we use the word depressed. But then there are people who are actually depressed. So I think that although he might be saying that he's depressed, he might not necessarily be depressed. He might just be very sad about the situation. He needs that time to kind of process his feelings and what is going on with him, and it might not even have anything to do with you. The breakup might have sparked other things that might be going on in his life that you can't fix. You might not be the solution to that. It's probably best if both of you just go your separate ways and give each other time to heal and to process. Allow him to get the help and the support that he needs from his friends and from organizations or whoever it is that he wants to reach out to, counseling, someone that he can speak to that is not involved in the situation and doesn't know him or doesn't know you, and you can also do the same as well. But I think it's important that you don't feel guilty or feel like it's your responsibility or have that burden to help him or to help him to heal when you yourself need time to heal for yourself as well. This is something that I've been struggling with recently. I'm 21, turning 22 in Jan, and I've been celibate a year now. I wasn't really much of a sex fan to begin with. I just did because, I did it. You're just having sex for the sake of having sex, okay? I kind of got a wake-up call and I kind of isolated myself from the whole dating world. I'm from South Africa and I'm moving to China next year. I want to be in a relationship, right? Because in order for me to find a husband, I need to date. That concept pisses me off, but hey. You know what, sis? Like, I sometimes struggle with that concept myself. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
I want to get married to a man, but apparently you have to actually talk to men. You actually need to talk to guys in order to have a boyfriend and then eventually get married. Like, what? Blows my mind, that concept, I tell ya.
Unbelievable.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
How?
Wow. But I'm so scared to be in a situation where I'm going to want to have sex. I have no desire to have it right now. But what will happen when I want to start dating, you know? Just like you, I have these walls up and I can't seem to break down unless the guy meets my requirements. Basically, I think she meant to say question is, how do I be in a relationship when I'm celibate? How is it possible? Girl, I think you're overthinking this a little bit too much, okay? It's very possible to be in a relationship and be celibate. Everyone that I know know that were celibate and are now married, they were in a relationship with their partners before they got to the point of marriage. I think you're trying to overthink the whole situation before you've even spoken to a guy. It's a process. So let's first of all woosah for 1 second. Let's take it back and let's focus on, are you ready to actually start dating? You currently have a wall up, which I can totally relate to. You have to kind of get to a point where you are more open to the idea of dating, because if you are not open, you can date as many guys as you want. None of those dates are going to flourish into a relationship because you're not open. You've got a wall up, and when you're on a date with someone and when you're interacting with other people, they can read that. Guys can read when you have a wall up. Even when it comes to friendship, you can sense when someone has a wall up. In order for you to actually get to the point of thinking about how you're going to manage celibacy in a relationship, let's first of all deal with whether or not you're actually ready to be in a relationship, and whether you're ready to actually start dating and meeting people and letting someone in. Once you've established that you are actually ready for that, then take the necessary steps to start dating and meeting guys and going on dates. Now, if you're blessed enough to meet someone that you feel is worthy of being in a relationship with you, then it's probably ideal, like I said in my previous video, to be with someone who's also on the celibacy journey. So then the both of you can support each other while you're in a relationship in order to help each other to not have sex. If you're both on the same page that you don't want to have sex, you want to be celibate and you want to wait until marriage, then you're both in a better position to help each other and support each other while you're in a relationship, to understand your weaknesses, to set boundaries, and to do whatever it takes to support each other through that journey. So yeah, let's take one thing at a time. It helps a lot if both of you are on the same page and both of you are working towards waiting till marriage to have sex. There's been thousands,
not one, not two, but thousands,
millions of people who have been celibate and been in relationships and then gotten married while they're celibate. It's not something new. It's not something that's impossible. It's not far-fetched. It's not like this impossible task. People who are celibate don't remain celibate forever. People who are celibate end up in relationships and they get married. It happens.
period.
Next question. Hi, Miss Amina. I sound like a teacher, Miss Amina. So I have a dilemma / question. I turn 19 next month and I'm still a virgin. At this point of your age, you want to try new things and explore sexually. Really? I was able to reject boys who tried to have sex with me a lot of times, but this time around I have a boyfriend and my hormones are literally all over the place, shaking my head. What tips can you give me aside of praying and not being alone together in a room? Because sex or something close to that can happen anywhere. I don't want to be fast or a little hoe, but you I think she means, do you get what I mean? Well, I think, again, if you are having boyfriends or have a boyfriend who wants to have sex and you don't want to have sex, like, a lot of times we're just making things harder for ourselves. If you don't want to have sex, your boyfriend wants to have sex, maybe that shouldn't be your boyfriend. You have to kind of pick people who are not trying to have sex with you if you don't want to have sex. The other thing that I think you also need to think about is that if you are struggling to deal with your hormones and you have really strong urges to have sex, maybe having a boyfriend isn't the wisest thing to do right now. You're 19 years old, you're still quite young, and you have to make a decision as to, do you want to be out here hoeing and having sex with lots of people and giving into your sexual urges because you have no self-control, or do you want to wait to have sex? You need to make a decision. You need to decide what it is that you want to do. Being able to have self-control is very important, and that's something that's one of the benefits of being celibate. You actually learn how to deal with your hormones. You actually learn how to exercise self-control. It's not every moment and every time that you have an urge to have sex that you have to follow through with it. Just because you're having these hormones and these emotions and this desire to explore things sexually doesn't mean that you have to follow through with those desires. If you don't follow through with those desires, you will actually survive. Like, you're going to be okay. You're not going to keel over and die if you don't have sex. For me personally, when I'm on my period is when I kind of feel more sexual in a sense, but just because I feel that doesn't mean that I have to entertain those feelings and go out and find somebody to have sex with or masturbate. I have been able to learn to exercise self-control, because if you can't exercise self-control now, how are you then all of a sudden going to learn while you're in a relationship? The sun has decided to just open up and shine on me. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Shine those blessings on me, Lord. Shine those blessings. I receive them today. I'm not a virgin, so I don't really fully understand the struggle that virgins have when it comes to being sexually aroused and wanting to explore your sexuality and stuff like that. I have a friend who is in his 30s and he's still a virgin. His name is Faith Child on Instagram, and he talks a lot about waiting until marriage to have sex. I think there should be more people who are virgins who are actually out here supporting other virgins in the process of waiting. Personally, I feel like sex is overrated. If you are a virgin, keep your virginity.
Nothing left to say, like, period.
If I could turn back time, I would still be a virgin right now. Sex is good, sex is great, sex is fantastic, but it's actually not by force. It really is not by force, okay? Don't be in a rush to lose your virginity. Don't be in a rush to follow the crowd. Don't be in a rush to explore sex because everybody's talking about sex, sex, sex up and down. Society is so obsessed with sex. So many young people who are virgins who are under the pressure to want to get involved. They're having FOMO about having sex when it's actually not necessary. If you are a virgin, sis, bro, hold on to that for as long as you can, because once it's gone, okay? People that are still virgins in this day and age, in this generation, and you're still a virgin and you are grown, wow. Utmost respect for you, like literally. You can actually continue to function and live your life without it. It's not actually compulsory for you to explore your sexuality just because all of a sudden you're 19 and that's what you're supposed to do. Who said that? Who said that? Who said you're supposed to explore your sexuality at 19 and just have sex and just give in to urges and stuff? Who told you that? Who told you that? So many dilemmas. I feel like I'm gonna have to do part 1, part 2 and part 3 because y'all have some dilemmas here, okay? Hi Amina, basically I was in a group and a boy I liked didn't know I liked him, but my friends knew I liked him. Now my friend saved me as Mrs., the boy's surname, on Snapchat. Imagine she pulls up the receipts to show him and his friends, and my Snapchat name shows, and basically he and his friends now found out I have a crush on him, but before this I found out he was talking to a girl, so then I stopped pursuing it. How do I carry on being friends without it being awkward and him thinking that I still like him? Also, I may have said jokingly that I want him to lick me out, and my friend told him, so can you please help me? Your friend told him that you wanted him to lick you out. Why did your friend tell him that? Why is your friend creating these awkward situations in your life? You need to have a word with your friend, you know. He knows that you jokingly said that you wanted him to lick you out because your friend opened her big mouth and told him. So you need to have a word with your friend first of all and double check that that's even your friend, because why is she telling him stuff that you don't want him to know? It's happened now. What can you do? Just get on with your life. If you can't be friends with him, then don't be friends with him. Remove yourself from the group chat and get on with your life. He might be aware that you like him, but if he's not doing anything about it, then maybe he doesn't like you back. So it's just awkward. You just remove yourself from the situation, have a word with your friend and just keep it moving. Like, what can you do? Hey Amina, I have 2 questions. Hope I didn't break the rules. Girl, I think I can only fit in one. So first, I'm a young parent. I was forced to move in with my boyfriend when I got pregnant. We've been living together for a year now. I'm a stay-at-home mum, so I'm not working. My baby father's previous job didn't pay much, so I didn't ask him anymore when I needed something. But as long as he can take care of his son, I can look like a homeless all I care. But I come to realize that I am a human and I deserve love too. And I need to look and feel nice as well. So now that he's working a job that tripled the amount he was getting getting paid from his previous job, do you think it's right to ask him for money for me and my son? Are you guys together? Oh, well, you called him your boyfriend, but it doesn't sound like you guys are together, like in a relationship. It sounds like you guys are co-parenting, but under the same roof. So I'm thinking, if he's your boyfriend and you guys have made the decision that you're gonna stay at home and look after your son while he goes to work, then ultimately he should be providing for you and your son anyway. Like, that should just be his goal. Look after you and your son, support your family financially while you are at home looking after the house and looking after your son. If you're still together, his responsibility is you and your son, period. So technically you shouldn't be walking around looking homeless, because he would be providing for you since you're staying at home and looking after the son that you have together. But if he's just giving you money for your son and he's not supporting you, then why are you not going to work? Why do you guys have an agreement where you stay at home while he goes to work? If he's just giving you money for your son and he's not giving you any money, then you need to go and make your own money. If there's no agreement that he's working for the both of you, then you need to work for you and your son as well. You can't just be living under the same roof and you're starving and homeless looking and not eating and not having fresh clothes to wear, and he's going to work making money and spending money on himself. Yes, great, he's spending money on his son, but sis, like, you need to go and make your own coins as well, period. I personally wouldn't put my upkeep in the hands of a man, because I feel like it's important as a woman to have your own money and to make your own money. Yes, it's great to spend your partner's money as well, which I will do. I'm gonna have my own coins and spend my husband's coins too, okay? But it's important to have your own coins. You don't want to rely on someone else to buy you clothes or to get your hair done or to get your nails done. You do that for you. You make sure that you can provide that for yourself before anyone else does. Maybe you guys need to have a conversation about what exactly the dynamics of your relationship and household actually is. If he doesn't want to give you money, he just wants to give you money for your son, then you need to let him know that, well, I can't stay at home and be looking homeless and not getting my hair done and not looking nice and not being able to have nice things because I don't have my own money coming in. You should be able to have your own money as well. You guys need to have a conversation and just clarify what's going on here. You said that you was forced to live with him, so did you not want to live with him? Did you guys not want to live together since you have a child together? What's going on there? It just sounds like you're co-parenting under the same roof. If you guys weren't living under the same roof, this would be the same situation. He would literally be working, making his own money for himself and giving you an allowance for the son that he has with you, and he doesn't need to provide for you as the mum because you're not his responsibility. You guys are not together, his child is. But if you're in a relationship and he said to you, babe, I don't want you to work, I want to look after you, I want to look after our son, you stay at home, take care of everything at home, I'm gonna go out and be the breadwinner and make the money to give to you guys, then cool. And if you're happy with it and he's happy with it, then great. But he would then obviously be giving you money as well. Hello Amina, I don't know what Ili SM means, but I'll carry on reading. My dilemma is a great acting opportunity has come my way, but rehearsals almost every day of the week and it's summer holidays, so I'm not sure whether I should do it or live the summer I've been waiting for. Thank you. Girl, you need to prioritize what it is that you want to do. If this acting opportunity is something that you've always wanted, there will be other summers.
Hello, it's a hot girl summer.
You not having a lit summer because you're pursuing your career is not a bad thing. In life, you have to make certain sacrifices in order to get to where you want to go. If acting is your career and something that you're passionate about and something that you love and something that you want to do, and this amazing opportunity has arisen for you to take part in, you may have to sacrifice having a summer, living your best life with your friends for the sake of you pursuing your goals and your career. And I'm sure your friends will understand that. If you think that you having a lit summer and going out with your friends and enjoying your summer is more important to you, then maybe what you're doing in terms of acting and your career isn't that important to you right now. You have to decide whether or not your career is important enough for you to sacrifice having a lit summer and going to these rehearsals and pursuing this opportunity that has come your way and taking it with both hands and running with it. I can't make that decision for you. It's literally down to you. you, what you have to realize is that there will be other summers, but will this great opportunity come to you again? I think it is important to live life and enjoy moments and have fun.
I'm here to enjoy myself.
But there's also times where you might have to sacrifice that in order to sow seeds for your future, in order to make investments for yourself and for your future.
Do you know what I mean?
It's really up to you, baby girl. What do you want to do? Me personally, if this is an opportunity that's going to get me to the next level, that's going to be an investment into my future, something that I've been waiting for, something that is going to help me in my journey, I don't mind missing Hot Girl Summer, because I have goals, I have a vision of where I want to go with my life and things that I want to do, and this great opportunity has come my way, so I'll be willing to sacrifice my Hot Girl Summer in order to pursue this, because at the end of the day, unless Jesus comes back and the world comes to an end, there will be other summers. Have a cold girl winter. Do you know what I mean? Sacrifice Hot Girl Summer and have a cold girl winter. Whew, guys, as you can see from behind me, the sun is starting to set because I've literally been talking for hours. If I didn't answer your dilemma in this video, just message me on Instagram, DM me or re-message me, and I will reply to your dilemma directly in my DMs. And of course, I will be doing more Q&As and dilemma videos in the future. I'm always here to help you guys. You guys can always message me anytime you have a question or a dilemma, and I will obviously get back to you guys through Instagram DMs. I hope that the answers that I've given have been of help to you guys. Feel free to leave your own advice in the comments to any of the dilemmas or any of the questions that was asked. If you have an opinion on any of the dilemmas or a different perspective on some of the situations that I read out, feel free to leave a comment down below. Let's help each other, let's support each other. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!